Bring up once again a world champion and the new WBC super middleweight champion of the world with an emphatic victory by stopping Anthony Dirrell tonight. Please welcome the unbeaten and once again championship gold around his waist, David El Bandera Roja Benavidez, joined alongside by his father, Jose Benavidez, his promoter. As we see Samson Lukowitz. David, the stage is yours.
First of all, I just want to thank God for this victory. I've been through a lot the past year. A lot of people didn't think I was going to get here again. But my dad, he stuck by my side. Always like he's always done. My promotion company, my managers, everybody, the people from PBC, they gave me these opportunities to shine, and that's exactly what I felt like I did tonight. I knew it was a tough task. Coming in here, I was saying that I was going to stop Anthony Dirrell. And I truly believed in that. I truly believed in my skills and in my training. It wasn't easy, but that's exactly what we did. And now we're the youngest two-time super middleweight champions of the world.
Hey David, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
You said that you were so determined and you had to win that belt back and you won it tonight, man. How do you feel?
I feel great, man. Words can't explain how good I feel. I said I was going to get in here. I was going to win the belt again. Like I said, it was a hard fight. My Dirrell was trying to catch me all night. He was trying to counter me when I would step in. But we were willing to take the chances, and he didn't catch me at all. It was a hard fight, but my dreams come true. Second time fighting on pay-per-view. All my people out there came out to support. So man, it's an amazing feeling. I just can't wait to get back in there again and defend my titles.
How does this compare to the last fight you won?
I think from the last fight, the title fight, right? I was 20 years old. I'm 22 years old now. I feel like I've developed a little bit more. I've had a little bit more experience. I'm a little bit stronger. And the difference between this one is that we didn't win a vacant title by decision. We went in there, we took it from a champion, and it's just amazing.
David, buenas noches. Para no puedes jugar boxeo aquí a tu derecha. Antes que nada, felicidades aquí. ¿Cómo estás? Dos preguntas en español rápidamente. La primera, segunda vez que rompes el récord como un joven conquistando un título, pero no solo eso. Te vi muy maduro, si me permites la palabra, a pesar de ser tan joven, calculaste muy bien los tiempos, nunca te desesperaste.
No, pues me sentí muy bien para esta pelea y nomás le quiero decir que estoy muy agradecido por todo mi equipo, a Dios para darme esta oportunidad y vamos a seguir a trabajar duro para lo que sigue y we're going to continue to be champion again.
El récord, nuevamente, ya lo habías conquistado como el peleador más joven y hoy nuevamente vuelves a romper un récord. Sí. Me lo decía el hombre que dio Uruguay para el mundo, Samson Lukowitz.
Sí, pues mi promotor, nomás también le quiero dar las gracias a mi promotor, mi papá, Jose Benavidez. Es un sueño, ganando el cinturón otra vez era un sueño y ya estamos aquí otra vez. Gracias.
Open the cut under. That's working. There we go. When you opened the cut over his right eye, did you feel like that was weakening him? Did you feel like it was affecting him? And were you trying to work on that cut?
I don't feel like it was weakening him at all. What I was trying to do is I was just breaking him down with that jab. I know my jabs are really strong, and I know that was what was landing the most. And every time I would land a jab, I would see it in his face. He was getting hurt by every jab. Obviously I would try to throw some hooks or some looping shots to get that cut, but my intention was not to target that cut. I just let the punch come on its own, because I feel like when you look for a punch too much, especially for a cut, you're gonna end up getting caught because you're too anxious to get that shot. So I just kept following my game plan. I know the shot was gonna land, either way. So. We did what we had to do. I feel like the last rounds, it was really hurting him. I hit him with the jab, and then I went down with the body shot, and that's what really started the end for Anthony Dirrell, because he dropped his hands to block the body, and then I just kept landing some haymakers on the top. So it was a really good move.
Now that you have the title back, you're still undefeated. Can you take a minute to sort of think about what you'd like to do in the future? We talked about the pre-fight of good fighters that are in the weight class, other good fighters that are at PBC. What are your thoughts about what you would like to do?
I would just like to obviously dedicate myself to boxing. Now I'm the 2-time world champion. Just dedicate myself. And whoever's next, is, you know, it doesn't matter who's next. My job is to defend my titles and become the best 168-pounder in the world. And we're going to do that. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Hey, David, this is a question for you and your father, right here, straight back. Jose, I want to know kind of your emotions and how you're feeling right now. And then David, you talked about last week, a couple weeks ago, Caleb Plant being the next guy you wanted in the future. Is that still the case? Question for both of you guys.
You know, like what I just said right now, whoever it is, my job is to become, as world champion, is to defend my title from anybody. If it's Caleb Plant, if it's another dude, it's another guy, you know, that just doesn't matter. You know, my job is to train to be the best I could be and defend my title and beat everybody.
And your question, you know, I'm really blessed and I'm really thankful to God and to all the fans and you guys, you know, the media that makes everything possible. Man, from not knowing anything about boxing, I didn't know nothing at all. I didn't even know how to stand. And to be here and win this, you know, it feels amazing. No money can buy, you know, it just gives me chills, you know. And if I could do it, I think a lot of people could do it, you know. It just feels amazing. And thank you to all the fans and you guys, the media, that makes this possible.
Congratulations, guys.
David, first of all, congratulations to you and your father. First of all, you never lost your belt in the ring. Do you feel redemption that you got your belt back and that you won it in the ring?
Definitely, and it's not only the redemption that feels good, it's just the winning in the fashion I did. Like what I said, you know, nobody's even hurt Anthony Dirrell, nobody stopped him, and you guys see what I was doing. I think it was the 8th, 9th round, you know, I was just picking him apart, destroying him. And most of the shots I was hurting him with were jabs. You know, so that just lets you tell a little bit about my power. But like I said, I turned 23 this December. You know, I'm looking forward to coming to my man strength. I don't even think I have it yet, but we're gonna keep getting stronger and faster. And you guys, there's still the best that's yet to come from David Benavidez.
Hey, David, Jose, congratulations. Jose, congrats.
Thank you.
Did the experience being out of the ring for a year, I know in talking to your dad, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. How much impact did that have on you coming back? And the question's for both you and Jose.
It was just, I feel like, you know, it was kind of a blessing in disguise being outside of boxing for a year. I think just winning the belt at 20 years old, you know, it was just too young. You know, at 20 years old, I was making the wrong decisions, and you know, I feel like that's what I needed to be outside, to be on the sidelines for a year. You know, what made my blood boil a little bit is when I seen Anthony Dirrell win the title back, you know, when he fought Ildrim. So I just, you know, it really turned, you know, it created an animal inside me. You know, like it's just like I can't. I've been boxing for 17 years, just to win this title. For me, just to lose it on a mistake I did outside the ring, you know. So that was just, you know, thinking of that the whole year I was out, and like I said, this is where I'm meant to be. You know, I'm not too much 22 years old, I have 2 WBC world titles. So this is, I feel like, where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm going to dedicate myself in 100%.
And Jose, how much growth did you see in David in that last year?
Well, you know, he's maturing and he's getting better and better every time, and he's learning and he's getting stronger and stronger. It's just unbelievable. The things that he's doing at his early age right now. Man, I think every time you're going to see something different. You haven't even seen what he does. He's just getting better and better. And for everybody, I just want to make it clear, you know, we want to fight the best, you know, with the belt or without the belt. And there's a guy that calls himself the best, or the sent from God or whatever, Caleb Plant. That's the fight we want to make, you know. The people are asking for that fight, with belt or no belt. Now he's a champion. I don't know what he's going to say. Every time you ask him, he says, is he a champ? Is he a champ? Who has he fought? And I mean, other champions, you know. But that's the fight we want to get, Caleb Plant.
David, congratulations, Jose. The belt that your dad has, I guess what emotions does that bring you, being that you were able to kind of win that for your dad?
It's amazing, man. Not only do we get to experience this moment together, but he also gets to walk away with something too. I mean, this belt, they're both of ours too, but you know, it's just him having his own personal belt. I mean, when I won this one, I didn't take it off for about 2 weeks, so I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. You know, I put it next to my pillow, put it on the pillow, make sure it's cool, you know, so it's just an amazing experience, you know, I'm just blessed. Like I said, I want to thank Al Heyman, I want to thank PBC, you know, I want to thank the Watsons, I want to thank Samson Lukowicz, David Garcia. All my family has something to do with me. Like I said, this is just the beginning.
And we saw you go into the locker room with Anthony. Just talk about that moment and what was that like?
It was something different, you know. I mean, he's a real gentleman, you know. We embraced each other, you know. I told him good job, you know. And not only that, after the fight, he told me, you know, you're the true champion, you know. You're the real deal. So it means a lot that for me that when I beat these type of fighters, they tell me that I'm the real deal, you know. So it's just, my confidence is just going up and up every day. It's just a blessing, bro. I didn't think I was gonna be here when I was 15 years old. I weighed 260 pounds. A lot of people doubted me. Nobody, you know, the only people that believed in me were my family, my dad, and my mom, my brother. Everybody else laughed at me, you know. So I just want to tell everybody, if somebody tells you something, don't believe it. You know, you can only go as far as you want, and anything is possible.
All right, we have one more for David Benavidez, and then we'll allow him to enjoy his evening after the long fight week.
So I could go have a cheeseburger finally.
All right, David, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you. Round of applause for David Benavidez.
Thank you, guys.